A lot of folks like to laugh off the 380 automatic Colt pistol as a mouse gun until they catch a hot plus-P solid copper slug, moving at over 1,350 feet per second, square in the chest. Suddenly, that so-called pea shooter is punching holes through fabric, bone, and any doubt you had about its capabilities. We're talking borderline rifle speed and permanent wound cavities that make it clear this little round plays for keeps. Today, we're diving into 10 serious powerhouse loads in the 380 automatic Colt pistol category. These aren't your average cheap, full metal jackets for range day. No, these are purpose-built, performance-driven rounds that transform your subcompact carry piece into a close-quarters fight stopper. Each entry here was carefully chosen based on proven terminal ballistics, real-world barrier penetration, muzzle punch, and street-proven reliability. Whether you're packing a SIG P238, a Glock 42, or a Ruger LCP MAX, this is the kind of ammo that actually counts when everything's on the line. If you've ever brushed off the 380 as underpowered, get ready to change your mind. This isn't just another caliber breakdown, it's a wake-up call. Number 10. Remington UMC 102 Grain Bonded Hollow Point. We're starting off with a round that's built like a heavyweight brawler. Remington UMC comes loaded with a 102 grain bonded jacketed hollow point, heavier than anything else in this lineup. It doesn't move at blazing speeds, think around 900 to 950 feet per second, but it brings serious weight and authority. This round hits like a drunk uncle in a bar fight. Not flashy, just brutal. In gel testing, this load consistently delivers deep penetration and strong, uniform expansion. Even after punching through thick layers of denim or intermediate barriers, it holds together where lighter rounds might splinter or fail. The design keeps that big slug intact as it drives into target tissue, which is exactly what you want in a personal defense scenario. Now, it might not be the most modern round out there, but what it lacks in innovation, it makes up for in raw function. This is the blue-collar slug that gets it done, no frills, just results. If your carry piece has decent recoil control, this round is absolutely worth dropping into your magazine. Think of it like a slow-moving sledgehammer, deliberate, heavy, and devastating. Number 9. Winchester PDX 1 Defender 95 Grain Bonded Hollow Point. This round doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It was designed by people who've seen what real-world shootouts look like and know what it takes to win one. Winchester's PDX 1 Defender comes loaded with a 95 grain bonded jacketed hollow point, traveling somewhere between 950 and 1,000 feet per second. While it may not break speed records, that bonded construction is what makes it shine. The lead core and copper jacket are chemically bonded, meaning they stay together on impact. No fragmentation, no separation, just consistent expansion and straight line penetration through barriers like glass, drywall, or layered clothing. This isn't some boutique gimmick round. It's been tested on the street and backed by folks who carry not for sport, but for survival. It expands just enough to do real damage, but not so much that it fizzles out early. If you want ammo that performs the same at the range as it does when you're facing real danger, the PDX 1 Defender belongs in your rotation. It's tough, it's smart, and it's built with serious intent. Number 8. SIG Sauer 5th Crown 90 grain jacketed hollow point. Some rounds don't need a flashy entrance, they just work. The SIG Sauer 5th Crown falls squarely into that camp. With a 90 grain jacketed hollow point, cruising at roughly 980 to 1,000 feet per second, it brings a balanced mix of velocity and control, outputting right around 200 foot-pounds of energy. In the 380 automatic Colt pistol world, that's exactly the kind of sweet spot you want. What makes the V Crown special is its dual-cavity design. That stacked internal hollow point system is engineered for rapid expansion with a clean, predictable wound path. It doesn't blow up too early, and it doesn't veer off course. Through barriers or bare gel, it performs with consistency, and it feeds well across a wide variety of compact pistols. Whether you're carrying a high-end Micro 9 with a custom trigger or a well-worn pocket gun, this load cycle's clean and hits hard. SIG built this round for one job: personal defense, and it does not disappoint. Forget the flash. This is quiet excellence in a brass case. Number 7. Spear Gold .90 grain jacketed hollow point. There's a reason Gold Dot shows up on law enforcement loadouts. It's earned that spot through decades of real-world use. Spear's Gold Dot 380 load is built with a 90-grain, jacketed hollow point and hits between 950 and 1,000 feet per second, delivering a solid 200 foot-pounds of energy. But it's not just the specs, it's the bonding. Spear's Unicore process chemically bonds the jacket to the lead core, ensuring that the projectile holds together through impact and expands in a controlled, reliable way. In ballistic gel, this round creates repeatable, effective wound channels with ideal penetration depth and zero fragmentation. It behaves like a professional tool, not a novelty round. From short-barreled pistols to full-size compacts, Gold Dot cycles with precision and doesn't choke under pressure. This isn't about trends or gimmicks. This is what you carry when you want your ammunition to just work every time, no excuses. If you're trusting your life to a 380, this is one of the most proven options you can chamber. Number 6. Hornady Critical Defense 90 grain FTX. When folks talk about reliable carry ammo, Hornady's Critical Defense line always makes the short list, and for good reason. Think of it as the multi-tool of 380 automatic Colt pistol rounds. Dependable, no nonsense, and designed with real-world defense in mind. This 90-grain flex-tip projectile has earned its reputation over the years, especially in compact pistols used for daily carry or as backup options. Out of a short barrel, it pushes close to 1,000 feet per second and generates roughly 200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Now, while those numbers won't rattle your teeth, what happens on impact is where this round shines. Hornady designed this load to beat the typical failure points of standard hollow points, especially when they encounter heavy clothing. That red polymer tip isn't just cosmetic, it prevents clogging and helps initiate expansion in soft tissue, even after pushing through denim, leather, or layers of winter gear. Standard hollow points can act more like full metal jackets when plugged. This one avoids that trap entirely. More importantly, it's tuned specifically for subcompact barrels. Many defensive loads fall short when fired from guns under 3 inches, but not this one. It's optimized for micro pistols, like the Ruger LCP or Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. Recoil is light, feeding is smooth, and reliability stays consistent from the first shot to the last. Bottom line, if you're packing a 380 automatic Colt pistol for personal protection, Hornady's Critical Defense is one of those rounds that just makes sense. It may not be flashy, but when the moment comes, it does what needs to be done. Number 5. Federal Premium Hydra Shock Deep 99 grain jacketed hollow point. Federal didn't just dust off an old favorite, they rebuilt it from the ground up. The Hydra Shock Deep isn't coasting on past glory, it's engineered for today's threats. For those of us who trust a compact handgun with our lives, every detail counts, and this round brings performance that feels more like a service caliber than a pocket pistol load. This 99 grain jacketed hollow point exits the muzzle somewhere between 1,000 and 1,050 feet per second, with over 220 foot-pounds of energy on tap without dipping into plus pressure territory. That extra weight helps it chew through tough barriers, while still expanding reliably in soft targets. What sets it apart is the internal post and skiv jacket, which control expansion and ensure deep, consistent penetration. No fragmentation, no underperformance. Just clean, repeatable terminal ballistics, even after pushing through heavy clothing or glass. It was made with pistols like the Glock 42, Sig Sauer, P238, and Ruger LCP MAX in mind, compact platforms that need all the help they can get to deliver duty-grade results. If you're carrying a 380 for serious defense, this is the kind of load that turns that little gun into a real problem solver. Number 4. Pilgrim Ammunition 50 grain copper hollow point plus pressure. This one throws the rulebook out the window. Pilgrim decided that the 380 automatic Colt pistol didn't need to be just enough, it could be downright nasty. They built a 50 grain, solid copper hollow point, loaded it 2 plus pressure specs, and let it rip at blistering speeds of over 1,350 feet per second. That's rifle territory in a subcompact pistol. What you get is a brutally fast, high-impact round that dumps energy immediately and violently. The solid copper construction holds its form through tissue and obstacles, ensuring the round doesn't fragment or veer off course. Its design is all about fast expansion and deep trauma, cutting wide channels through soft targets and stopping threats quickly. To harness that power, you'll want a pistol that can handle the added pressure, something like a SIG P238 or a tuned Glock 42. This isn't your average practice round. It's a high-performance defense load for those who demand maximum terminal energy in minimum time. Pilgrim didn't just upgrade the 380, they reimagined it entirely. The result is a purpose-built defense round that hits with authority and performs like it's got something to prove. Number 3. Lehigh Defense Extreme Penetrator 90 grain. Lehigh took one look at traditional hollow point designs and said, "We can do better." The Extreme Penetrator ditches expansion entirely in favor of precision trauma via fluid displacement. Machined from solid copper and shaped with aggressive flutes, this 90 grain projectile doesn't expand, it carves. Launched at speeds between 1,000 and 1,100 feet per second, it delivers around 220 foot-pounds of force. But what it does with that energy is different. The flutes create pressure cavities as the round spins through tissue, forcing massive lateral disruption while maintaining a direct path to vital areas. Because there's no cavity to clog, this load doesn't care what it hits first, be it fabric, leather, drywall, or auto glass. It just keeps going. It also feeds smoothly in even the snappiest blowback pistols and maintains flawless weight retention shot after shot. This isn't just a specialty round. It's a battlefield solution in a civilian package. Built for consistent devastation in chaotic environments, the Extreme Penetrator is what you load when you don't have time to wonder if your hollow point is going to expand. Number 2. Underwood Ammunition Extreme Defender 90 grain plus pressure. Underwood didn't just dabble with the Extreme Defender concept, they took it to the edge and kicked the door down. Their version of the 90 grain, solid copper projectile is loaded to plus pressure specs and sends it screaming out of the muzzle at speeds well over 1,200 feet per second. Muzzle energy hits the 260 to 280 foot-pound mark, which is well into 9mm territory, only you're still carrying a micro pistol. This isn't your average defensive round. It uses Lehigh's signature, fluted nose design, not for looks, but to drive fluid laterally at high speed, producing devastating pressure spikes inside soft tissue. It's a non-expanding bullet, but it creates wound channels that rival traditional hollow points and often surpass them in depth and volume. The genius here is that the round doesn't rely on deformation to work. It cuts, pushes, and penetrates the same way every time, regardless of whether it hits denim, drywall, or bare gelatin. Short barrels respond well to this round. Even from subcompact pistols, it maintains exceptional velocity and predictable ballistics. The copper slug retains its full structure through barriers and soft tissue alike, and its feeding reliability is rock solid, especially under rapid fire. If you're running something like a Glock 42 or SIG P238, this round turns that tiny gun into a serious defensive weapon. Underwood didn't just crank up the pressure, they fine-tuned a system where every component, from projectile shape to powder charge, works in harmony. For those who want to squeeze every ounce of performance out of a compact platform, this load represents the cutting edge. Number 1. Buffalo Bore 90 grain jacketed hollow point plus pressure. When you want the most power possible from a 380 automatic Colt pistol, Buffalo Bore's 90 grain jacketed hollow point is the hammer. Loaded to plus pressure and unapologetically hot, this round throws down with a level of authority that few in this caliber can match. Clocking around 1,200 feet per second and generating as much as 250 foot-pounds of energy. This is about as hard as you can push a pocket pistol without crossing into overpressure territory. The hollow point projectile is designed for fast, clean expansion, paired with dependable penetration. It hits hard, opens wide, and maintains cohesion even when passing through intermediate materials like heavy clothing or plywood. It's not flashy, it just works. And it works with the kind of consistency you want when everything's on the line. You will feel the difference when you pull the trigger. Recoil is snappy, more so than standard 380 loads, but still very manageable in well-built pistols like the SIG P238 or Glock 42. Bore also uses a low-flash powder blend, which reduces blinding muzzle flash in low-light conditions, helping you stay on target if follow-up shots are necessary. If you're looking to carry the most potent .380 round available, and you've got a firearm built to take the punch, Buffalo Bore sits at the top of the food chain. It's a powerhouse load for those who believe carry ammo should be more than just good enough. While the .380 automatic Colt pistol has often been dismissed as a backup gun round, these 10 loads prove just how far the platform has come, thanks to modern materials, better pressure tuning, and engineering focused on terminal performance. Today's .380 options can hold their own in serious defensive roles. Whether you're talking about ultra-light, solid copper screamers like Pilgrim and Underwood, or heavy hitters like Hydra Shock, Deep, and Buffalo Bore, each round on this list brings something unique to the table. Some deliver rapid energy dump and fluid displacement. Others focus on consistent expansion and deep penetration. The best choice depends on your firearm, how much recoil you're comfortable with, and whether barrier performance or soft tissue expansion ranks higher on your list. Choosing the right ammo is not about marketing. It's about matching load to platform, understanding how it behaves in real-world situations, and being prepared when it matters most. Because at the end of the day, your carry round isn't just part of your gear. It's part of your survival plan. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. Stay sharp, shoot straight, and we'll catch you in the next one.